If it does need to be replaced, we'll help you find just the right one to fit your car. Our Superstart batteries are built to handle even the toughest conditions. Visit O'Reilly Auto Parts today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
This is Chicago's Progressive Talk, 820 AM, WCPT Willow Springs, and online at WCPT820.com, where facts matter.
Hey, family meeting cousins, it's Richard Chu, the Black Asian dude. Can you believe we are halfway through 2021? What a year. Vaccines, financial markets, and all the rest that have impacted businesses all over. As you know, we've created a Patreon family meeting subscription and membership page to include you great listeners in our effort and not be solely dependent on sponsors and advertisers, and give you a chance to very economically promote your business, organization, or local event. You can contribute as little as $5 per month to get your message out and support the family meeting as a viable voice here on WCPT, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and reach more people across the progressive conversation. We know you appreciate our permanent interest dialogue, get up and dance playlist, and our great guests who stop by. So become a cousin and go to our website, thefamilymeeting.com, and click on the link. Simple and sweet. And for those of you who have already joined, thank you for joining the party. We love our family meeting cousins.
A basic and essential part of any financial plan is savings. Most of whatever cash you have will be there because you put it there, not necessarily because of some fancy investment. Now with Save and Plan, Polaris has introduced a way for you to get empowering financial advice. Save and Plan is simple. Just sign up to save on a systematic monthly basis directly from your account and gain access to a planner and our planning services. Once you sign up to save, Polaris will help you develop a customized financial plan and give you a real person to speak with. Your dedicated planner is just an email or phone call away. Save and Plan offers empowering advice for everyone. Visit us at polarisadvice.com and call us today at 312-951-2606 or email us at polarisadvice.com. That's 312-951-2606 or email us at polarisadvice.com. Save and Plan, empowering advice for everyone.
Securities offered through Lion Street Financial LLC, member FINRA, and SIPC Investment Advisor Services offered through Lion Street Advisors LLC, registered investment advisors. Polaris Wealth Management and Lion Street Financial are not affiliated.
My name is Cecil B. Lucy, attorney at law and a certified public accountant. I listen to the family meeting.
This is motivational speaker and author Dan Duster, author of the great selling book, Peaceful Selling, Easy Sales Techniques to Grow Your Small Business. I listen to The Family Meeting.
Welcome to the worldwide headquarters of the Family Meeting. What's up, y'all? It's Sunday. You know it's Sunday, don't you?
Sunday, man.
Yeah. Welcome to the broadcast. I'm your boy E. Hey, man, grab your phones. Find us on social media. Grab your phones, iPad, computer, whatever.
Just find us.
However you access the web, the web tubes, and find us on social media. Like, subscribe, and follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, because that's where it happens when we're not here. That's right. The conversation goes on right there. But you also should make sure you visit our webpage, tfmradioshow.com. It's all kind of fun stuff there. Most importantly, there's a picture of us. Pictures. We got pictures. Somebody took a picture. That's right. Find us at tfmradioshow.com. Archived broadcasts, our music playlists, and live video of this broadcast going on right there, right now. tfmradioshow.com. In the space shuttle cockpit controlling everything is our white slave. That would be Devin. And, okay, that's that. Okay. Hey, man, listen, become a patron of the broadcast. You can do that by visiting the webpage, the same page I mentioned earlier, tfmradioshow.com. Click the button. Watch this. Become a patron.
Mash it.
That's what the button says. Click that button and you become a patron of the broadcast.
It's easy.
For as little as $6 a month. Or $5 a month. Or $6. Try 10. How about 10? Do that one.
10's a good number.
That's right, tfmradioshow.com. Hey, man, the family meeting is sponsored by Property Tax Solutions. If they can't reduce your property taxes, you don't pay them. Visit propertytaxsolutions.com to learn more. And by the way, you can go there and you can determine how much you can save all by your little lonesome in about 5 minutes.
Where else can you go to do that?
That's right, man. Go there and find that out, man. Propertytaxsolutions.com. All right, y'all. So,
Somebody's about to get teased.
yeah.
But, yeah, there's so much to talk about. I mean, there always is, E, and I can see it in his, y'all can see it in his face. I can see it in hear it in his voice.
Stupidity going on here, man.
He's highly frustrated.
Stupidity is thick, man. The stupidity is thick.
I got a rant this week, but I'm gonna take your follow your lead.
I mean, we gotta get this out, man.
I know you do.
Whoo, man. Okay, I'm looking at stuff, all kind of papers and stuff over here, man. Sorry.
Well, while he is
organized. So listen, man, let me get my man in here first.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, let me get in. My dear friend, my fellow Bison, a Howard University fellow alum, attorney D'Angelo Starnes. D, what's up, man?
I'm good, man. What's happening?
I don't know. I was wondering if you was on crack or something, man. Didn't know if you were on drugs or. Worried about you, man.
I'm worried about me too.
But your old ass. Look, man, this dude. I told this dude, man, 4 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock your time, because he's in Denver.
Rocky Mountain.
Yeah, but his ass with 2 degrees. He can't do the math. He called in an hour early. Think he's talking on my show.
Attorneys can't do math. They can litigate and stuff. Right, D'Angelo?
Man, well, we get mixed up every now and then.
That's all right.
No, wait. Don't say we. Don't say we.
He's talking about.
No, we don't get mixed up. You got mixed up.
He's looking in the mirror, Eric. He's a man. Get the man in the mirror going, right, D?
Talking to himself.
That's what it was. I was looking in the mirror, and it was me and him.
Yep.
And we got mixed up.
He's too busy looking in the mirror. Should have been looking at the clock and what E sent you, doing what Eric said to do.
I just talked to him like an hour ago, man. What is that?
It's okay.
Damn.
But
wait, damn.
But I know. But wouldn't you prefer that to him not calling in and all, like just completely forgetting to call?
No. There's no preferred nothing. This is my man called the wrong time. We just talked to him.
Yeah,
he's on drugs. He's on drugs. I'm telling you, man.
D, I always try to find a happy medium. Eric gets in me about being Mr. Conciliatory, but I try, brother. I try hard.
Yeah, you're doing a good job. It's all right. It's all good. Sometimes you just got to take some stuff.
You do. Ain't that the truth, man? Sometimes, isn't it easier just to take that ass whooping and move on?
And move on.
You remember growing up, D, when mom and daddy said, yeah, I'm going to have to get after you, and you learned, why should I run around trying not to get this behind whooping? Just take it, and then I can get back to playing with my toys.
Or do this stuff they told me to do.
In the first place.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, I learned that one early on.
Let's try that one, shall we?
Yeah, nothing like that.
Hey, man, so me and D'Angelo, we serve on are you officially an executive or advisory council, alumni council board member? Or you just...
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, so he's the parliamentarian for the Howard Alumni Association.
Wow.
D'Angelo is, yeah. So he's always kind of trying to hold people in check. It's hard to hold Howard people down when they start talking, though.
How come?
It just is.
I don't know the answer to that.
You should know that.
Like I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah, you start rolling that thing down the hill, you can't stop it, really.
Yeah.
So he does his his right best, but he ends up just hanging up sometimes from the calls. I know. He rolls like,
gotta
you know
go,
what, man?
go.
Screw this, man.
Expose that publicly.
Just hang up. This is dumb. I'm gonna hang up on this, man. D'Angelo's a practicing attorney in Denver. He represents you if you get in trouble with IRS, that kind of thing.
Right.
State planning work. He's a kind of a jack of all trades, a long-time attorney. He's older than me too. Did I tell you that?
You just did.
Yeah, okay.
Is he young? Is he younger than me though?
I think maybe age or something that made him call in an hour early.
He's trying to get it over with. He had to get that. Wait, hey D, you had to get to that senior buffet. Is that what it was? You didn't want to miss it.
Mm-hmm.
I missed it.
See, that's even worse, man.
But he knows about it is the thing.
You missed the buffet, man. I was holding a spot for you in line.
Yeah.
This dude tried to step in. I said, no, that's my friend D's tray. You can't take that.
So
that's his tray.
Let me tell you about D, man. So D is one of the few. I can't think of anybody else. I just started thinking about it today. I can't think of anybody else who is as well read in on the funk as D'Angelo Starnes.
Not even you?
He ain't. Nobody approaches me, not even him. But I can tell you this though.
You can have a good conversation.
That the boy was contemplating writing a book about the funk. That's how much he's into the funk.
So how come the two of y'all haven't done it together then as a co-written?
All that writing and reading stuff, I don't do all that. D does all that.
Do you write it and let Eric edit it? You know, he'll look at it and go, yeah, it's cool, man. Let's go.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Give me the cliff notes, man.
Right. Wow. Coming from Eric, that's a
he's a funketeer for real.
Wow.
He's a funketeer. Yeah, I can hear it in his voice.
Oh. Okay.
When some funk come on, I can hear it in his voice. He's a funketeer.
He clears the throat like, oh, here we go, man.
And most people, D, watch this, D. Most people go, oh, that's kind of nice. When D hears it, oh, man.
Yeah, there you go. You know, and start singing.
Right. That's right. He know the funk, man.
D, what
curse words.
Yeah, man, be careful today, man. When I start playing this funk, be careful, man.
Hey, D, what would happen if you were in court and somebody's phone, they forgot to turn their phone off and you were in court in front of the judge and they got a phone call and it was some Bootsy while you were standing in front of the judge, you know, as the defense attorney, and
the
then
name is Bootsy, baby.
Somebody, what would you do? I mean, that could actually happen.
Well, hey, I would. I'd break the tension and acknowledge the greatness of Bootsy and say, Your Honor, you know, that's even more reason to go lenient on this man. Listening to Bootzilla.
Right? The judge might even stand up and say,
not only moves,
case closed, and drop the gavel, right?
Let's hope.
So, man, check this out, man. I was watching my man Fareed Zakaria today on CNN, right? And he was talking to some guy about the incentives that municipalities are offering people to get vaccinated. So, hold on, man. We're bribing people to get vaccinated. So what you end up doing is setting up a scenario where you got people saying, wait a minute, how come I don't get $100? Well, how come I don't get no gift certificate? Or to sit around and not get vaccinated and wait till they offer something to get vaccinated. Well, why in the hell you need to be paid to get? Why in the hell you listening to anybody?
Hold on.
But then an expert in virology or epidemiology. Why are you listening to anybody about whether or not you should get the vaccine?
This is Eric Grant speaking. 'Cause they're stupid. That's why. Check this out, y'all.
Wait a minute. What, D? Why are people asking anybody?
Why are there incentives that they need to be presented with? I mean,
because you vaccinated, of course, right?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, so
who had to incentivize you?
Why are they listening to anybody but the professionals? Why are people doing that?
Well, the message, yeah, I get it, but the message has been kind of confusing, to tell you the truth, from my perspective, because...
Is it really, though?
Started off with, in a way it is, because first it started off, you don't need a mask, and then it was, you need mask, and then we're working on a vaccine, and then a lot of information came out about vaccines. It's difficult to make it mandatory to get a vaccine, except in certain instances. And so with a lot of the confusing information that's been out there, depending on which way you lean, you're going to go in that direction.
Wait a minute. Hold on, player. Were you ever confused?
Oh, me? About this vaccine?
About the virus or the vaccine?
No, because my wife's a pharmacist in the Indian.
Well, okay, was that the only reason, though, that you weren't confused?
Well, I read a lot, so... Okay,
well, so you read a lot, too. But, okay, so you said people is confusing. Is it really confusing, though?
Yeah, part of my job is an attorney is put myself, in other people's shoes. And so I listen to things the way other people listen to things. And hearing the messaging, I can see why folks would lean one way or another, depending on which way they're leaning.
Can you?
I do think yeah, I do. Yeah, I can.
Wait a minute, hold on. You're talking about rational people that you interact with every day, the intellectually curious people who consume a little bit of information. Those people could be confused from your standpoint?
Yeah, it's been because some of the messaging has been contradictory. And there are a lot of people that do read who read about the vaccine who don't think that it's as, like right now, people get vaccinated and they're still catching the virus. And so there are people who believe that they can.
No, they're not, though. People are not getting vaccinated and catching the virus still. They're not.
Some people who have been vaccinated have caught the virus.
Well,
they caught the variant.
Yeah.
And been affected.
Yeah, but it has, caught it, yeah. Gotten sick and hospitalized? No.
Okay, but those are two different, now we're talking different things. And so that's my point, is that, the messaging of it is not giving you the fine points of it. It's not saying, well, you get the vaccine, you may still get infected, but the vaccine mitigates the more serious symptoms that you may experience.
No, hold on a second, man. It's been on the news for weeks now. 90-something% of the people who are hospitalized are not vaccinated. Almost all of the people who've died since the vaccine came out are not vaccinated.
Right.
That ain't never been in question, that ain't never been confusing, has it?
That part is not confusing, but you still have people who say, well, that's those people who catch it. I'm doing everything I can not to catch it. I'm still masking up. I'm still boosting my immune system. I'm still doing things that I still take supplements that reduce inflammation if I were to contract it. So and I know people that are like that have decided that they're not getting vaccinated. They don't trust the vaccine, and they have chosen to take an alternative means of protecting themselves and if they get infected. I caught it earlier this year. I hadn't been vaccinated. I caught it. I was able to mitigate the symptoms through a lot of natural remedies, and I didn't get hospitalized or anything. So
wait. This was before or after you were vaccinated?
This is before.
Really?
Vaccinated. But, yeah, before I got sick in March, at the end of March.
So you knew it was COVID?
Oh, absolutely. I got tested. I caught it from my son. He was tested. He caught it. He was positive. Then we had to get tested. I was positive. The next day I know I started feeling sick. But I did alternative medicines. I didn't get I didn't suffer from severe symptoms. But I had some lingering fatigue afterwards. And so that's why I'm saying what I'm saying is that I know people that would go stick with that path. I didn't have a choice. My wife's like I said, my wife's an immunizer, and as soon as I could get the vaccine, she insisted that I get it.
Okay, so
and then I had it.
So I don't feel like I've ever been confused by any of the messages that I've gotten.
Sure.
And am I alone?
No, I mean I've just been listening because I don't want to step on D, but no, I can see what you're talking about, D, in terms of folks feeling that the messaging was confusing and regarding the mask, and then regarding the vaccine, and now where we are with the variant. I think that
I didn't hear any confusing mask messages.
No, it wasn't confusing. The messaging. This is the thing. The messaging wasn't confusing, or the message wasn't confusing. It was pretty plain that this is what you can do to offset or to defer yourself from getting it, wearing a mask, and then once the vaccines were available, getting the vaccine and all the benefits of that. I think the approach that I've been taking with this in my own life and then with people that I know is, listen, let's just say that the masks work to prevent. I was just telling Eric this when we were waiting to come on.
No, let's not say that. The masks work.
No, okay.
Let's not suppose that.
All right, fine. For those who are not believers or feel that they're confused by the messaging, let's try this. It works. We know it works.
Okay, good.
And if you choose not to wear it or to get the vaccine, you're putting yourself further away from health. You're increasing your odds to go to your point, D, about people who might in their mind be confused. Not that the messaging's confusing, but they are allowed.
Okay, so hold that thought for a second. Is anybody confused at what you just said? Has that ever been in question?
I don't think that a rational thinking person, and see, here's the thing. We're allowing the people who are, quote, supposedly intelligent, well-read, have some common sense, to be included in the group of people that said, you know what, the masks work. I'm going to get the vaccine because if nothing else, I'm going to stack the deck in my favor. That's all I'm asking people to do is say, look, man, the masks work and the shot works. So stack the deck in your favor.
That's the thing. When you have conversations with people who we see more prevalent now in the news, you can't. The reason you can't have a conversation with them is because you can't agree on the premise of the discussion.
Bingo.
Right? If we start off
let's agree
you don't
here.
You don't know if the masks work and all that kind of stuff. Okay, well, there's nothing else to talk about. Everything that we talk about after that is garbage.
Let's say that we agree that seatbelts work, and if you
we have to say that
seatbelts work in an accident, they work because if you slam into a pole, we don't want anybody else to get injured because you're a dumbass. If you slam into a pole at 35 miles an hour with a seatbelt on, you're less likely to get injured.
That's data. That's fact.
Right. And
so if we can't agree on that, then we can't have any more discussion.
Your ass shouldn't be driving. Let me have your driver's license. That's how it should be. And part of the problem.
So there is no there's no alternative perspective on that.
So let me latch on to you and D on this one. D, this is where the messaging, to your point about confusion, it's not confusing. However, the messaging should have been presented, in my opinion, a little bit differently, using the analogy I just gave about seatbelts. We know they work. What do you, and then present
people like that, though, you can't use analogies with them.
Well, that's
because they believe what they believe.
But then it's like giving them one shot. Here's what the statement is. Here's the analogy. Okay, you're not with that? Fine. Let's move on to those who are. And leave the rest.
Yeah, you run on off by yourself and die.
Right.
That's what you do.
That's okay.
You keep the ditch diggers in business
because we know that it works and it's real. Maybe I'm crazy.
I think
you know what? I get with that. That's all I'm saying. Because I've talked to a lot of people that are on both sides of this issue, and they're not necessarily anti-vaxxers. They're just some black people are like. They talk about the Tuskegee experiment. They're like, no, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, but listen, I'm going to set them aside. Because I can understand that.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, we got to take a break, though. The number is 773-763-9278. Stay tuned for more of The Family Meeting.
Kind of life is not for me. I need a holiday to get away from the rush. I got to get away from the rush. Off the week, if the gold is cheap. I'll up and fly away. Sun always shines 8 days a week. 'Cause there'll be sunshine. Yes, I'll be walking in the sunshine.
Hi, this is Elise Ashby. Keep listening to The Family Meeting.
Sunshine. Soon all my rainy days will all be gone.
Hello, this is Greg Hilton from PropertyTaxSolutions.com. And I have to agree, the Chicago Tribune had it right when they said, you were foolish if you don't challenge your Cook County property taxes. Over the past decade, I have helped tens of thousands of Cook County homeowners reduce their property taxes by 10 to 15% on average. I was the first attorney in the county with the ability to give highly accurate, to-the-dollar savings projections prior to appeal. Now I have put my systems and legal analysis online for you to see anytime you want. Go to PropertyTaxSolutions.com and look up your property by address or PIN number to get my professional opinion of your tax assessment. The fees we earn depend entirely upon your tax savings, so this legal service doesn't cost you, it saves, as certain as death and taxes. Visit PropertyTaxSolutions.com or call 312-448-9992 and use discount code TFM for 20% off.
We do. We buy, we sell, we move, we store. Anything, anytime, anywhere. We do. The company that handles all your stuff. If you have anything that you want to do something with, please call us. We buy, sell, move, store, donate, discard. Anything, anytime, anywhere. eBay plus U-Haul equals we do. We are moving at the speed of life. Call Terry Calloway, 312-343-9973, or via email, contact him at terrycalloway58@gmail.com.
The law office of Darnell Lyles is ready to help you. Whether it's personal injury, criminal, DUI, and OWI, nursing home, product liability, it doesn't matter. Call 219-939-9LAW. That's 219-939-9529. That's right. When you're driving and get into a wreck, you better call Darnell. Had a few drinks too many? A cop hits you with a DUI or OWI? I think you better call Darnell. Arrested and facing criminal charges, misdemeanor or felony? I think you better call Darnell. Purchase a product that causes you or a loved one harm? I think you better call Darnell. When your loved one is neglected and abused in a nursing home? I think you better call Darnell. That's right, you better call Attorney Darnell Lyles and get represented right. And the first consultation is free. Yes, free. So call right now, 219-939-9LAW. That's 219-939-9529. Attorney Darnell Lyles. Darnell Lyles.
Whoa! They say the bigger the headache, the bigger the pill, baby. Call me the big pill. Dr. Funkenstein, the disco fiend with the monster sound. The cool ghoul with the bum transplant.
Hip bone connected to my thigh bone connected to my leg bone connected to my ankle bone.
I get so hung up on bones. Dr. Funkenstein here.
Preoccupied and dedicated to the preservation of the motion of hips.
Hello, I'm Michael Hinton, assistant principal from Paul Revere. Go Raiders. Welcome back to the family meeting.
Yeah, that was an easy one there, man. That was too easy. Dr. Funkenstein.
That's that good old collard greens, grits, and
that's some funk.
Kind of funk. Yeah.
That's right, man. Yeah. So I gave you an easy one there, D. See there?
Oh, come on now, man. I went, oh, yeah, if you didn't hear me, it's like, yeah, okay, that bass.
You know.
True.
You know.
True.
Hey, man, you graduated in what, 87?
Uh-huh, yep.
Okay, yeah, I thought we were talking about that during the break, exactly how old you are.
Well, I'd still have to take the lead on that, D'Angelo. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm 57.
59.
Yeah, y'all old, man.
All right, so there we go. Whatever, man. Old is we have accumulated some years. We're not old.
Yeah. You didn't say that when you were 33. Bet you didn't.
Well, yeah. Well, I was still young, but I thought I was getting old.
Yeah, especially when a 28-year-old young woman rolled up on you, and you're like,
there he is. He nailed it right there. That's it.
You're like, okay.
Yeah, man.
Had to pull those shoulders back, right, D?
Listen, man.
Yeah.
Hide the belly. So look, man, I agree that there are, the people who have compromised health systems that might not want to take the vaccine. I get that. I get the people who are read in well on history and have a fear of what the government might do. I get that too.
I like the way you put that.
It's this segment of the population that passes around all these rumors about chips and
the obstinate silly ones.
Yeah,
it's those imbeciles that are consuming garbage that I'm worried about.
And D, isn't it funny? Yeah. Those individuals that Eric just described are the people who are running around saying, "Oh, they're going to put a chip in you and they're going to be able to track you and all this other stuff."
Right.
The device that they're using to spread that craziness is the device that's already that's being used to track them, i.e., their cell phone, their iPad, or their Kindle.
Yeah,
or whatever.
The whole thing is just circular stupidity. Is what it is.
I mean, if I've learned anything from Eric, and I know I'm the first dude, irrespective of age, chronological age, I'm always looking to learn. And if somebody chronologically younger than me has a perspective, and it gets me to roll my eyes like, okay. And then one of the things that Eric has said for a long time, and you've known him longer than I have, is why waste time on stupid ass people? If they're not going to get with the program, and in terms of what is the most common way of thinking on a subject matter.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. And I'm interested what you guys say about this, D. So we oftentimes characterize their opinion as an opinion or perspective.
That has any validity.
Well, no. Just as if it's an opinion.
Got it.
Or a perspective. It's not. It's stupidity. It's pure stupidity.
I answered the question earlier. You said why?
No, it's because they do that on the news. Well, you have a different opinion about that. No. there's no opinion about whether or not 90% of the people who are hospitalized and dying are not vaccinated. There's no opinion about that.
No, there isn't. That's fact. That's data.
Right.
Period.
So, no. Don't tell me you got another opinion.
And then
we had somebody last week, D, that came on. They called in the broadcast. My friend Gibu, who wondered why. We used to have a lot of people, those right wingers who would call in and want to, drop a bomb into our discussion with their right wing talking points, right? And so they don't call as much anymore because we don't play in that. We want to hear your perspective game. You don't have a perspective if it's stupid,
right? And we're the arbiter, or Eric's the arbiter of what is.
Right. But they still can call. See, I was telling Gibu last week, they can call. They just don't call anymore because they don't get to run that here. Yeah. We don't, no. That if they say that, I'm going to say, no, that's stupid.
Right. And that doesn't mean, because what the guy was saying is that we used to, quote, give more room for spatial dialogue.
There's never any room.
But that's the thing. There never was. Well, there was until you said, I'm going to step on your big toe that's hurting. Like, no, you can't do that.
That's stupid. No.
You're not going to do that. I'm not going to let you step on my toe because it's hurting already. You're not going to make it worse. And so the guy was saying, look, y'all, you guys need to be more fair to people and give them space to talk. And Eric's like, no.
They stopped calling because they couldn't
make their points. Well, they couldn't wedge in the craziness because Eric was like standing in the doorway going, no, man, you go home and change.
They still can call. I mean, they just don't.
You can come back, but you got to go home and change first.
You're going to get this smoke. You're going to get some smoke. That's what's going to happen.
We told you. Wait, D'Angelo. It's like, wait a minute. You didn't know where you were calling? This is not fair and balanced. This is Eric says, get the hell out of here. And if you don't like it, Rich is right behind me. So, but no.
So as it relates to this vaccine thing, D, there is no perspective. There may be some confusion if you're listening to. I don't see how there's confusion, man. I'm sorry, dude. I don't see how there's confusion.
I think there's some intentional.
Tell me what the messages you get in the Denver area about that might be confusing.
Oh, I'm not confused either. I'm just listening to people, and they are, to you guys' point about providing perspectives. They're providing a perspective I don't happen to agree with, and I don't happen to believe has a lot of legitimacy. Mm-hmm. And so that's all I'm saying. Is that you got a bunch of people out there that are going to take what they are going to take from whatever you say. And so, I can amend what I said before about the messaging being confusing, but there are a lot of people that are becoming whatever from what they're hearing. So I think I love the example or the analogy that was given earlier about the seatbelts. And I think that should have been the primary force of messaging. It was like, you put on a seatbelt, MF, put on a mask, get vaccinated,
right.
Protect yourself and protect the people around you. I agree with that wholeheartedly. And to that point, I think a lot of the not confusion, but a lot of these competing narratives were generated by the way the government handled knowing that this virus was out there and how dangerous it was and how it was being transmitted, starting with the president,
mm-hmm.
Who was the person who was the president at the time, and how they handled it. And to me, the government didn't do anybody a service by, making them stay at home, but not compensating them for being at home, because that became your job. That became your new business, was to stay home and not contribute to spreading this health catastrophe. And so, that some of it some of what I think is getting conflated is the fact that folks want to be, quote, normal, but we don't have a normal situation. And we're not being compensated for behaving in a way that would protect the public.
Okay, so you make a good point. Then I'm going to segue out and back in just a little bit. But so after all that you see, that your eyeballs see every day, that came out of that imbecile's mouth, the former White House occupant, after all that you saw, if you still can't see that you're getting took, you are officially an imbecile.
Yeah. You know, D, one of the things that you said when you were talking about the awful way, catastrophe, that how they presented this. So for the people who were running along going, oh, 45 didn't know, and, you know, it wasn't as bad, and he was right in saying only 15 cases, and it's going to go away with the spring weather. So one of the things that maybe strategically didn't happen, or however you want to play it, is when the tape was released of the interview that he did with Bob, what's his name?
Bob Woodward, yeah.
Woodward. That should have been.
Yeah, you heard him say it.
You heard him say this.
But you're still running around the street saying stupid things.
This stuff is nasty. Right. When he said that, and if you got your head up his behind, and he said it's nasty, and it was recorded and presented, not edited. It wasn't, that was what he said. That's where for anybody, family, friend, business associate that said they were on the 45 train, when they heard that and they still decided to stay on the train, I said, you know what? I have nothing, period, for you, because not only did he lie.
We can't be boys.
No, we can't, because at this point, what you're saying to me is I'm going to come into your house with a gasoline suit on and matches in my hand. I'm not letting you in because you heard your boy say, yeah, I lied, and I know how bad it is.
Right, but then they're running around saying that it was an edited tape and all that kind of stuff. You know what? No, man. No. If you want to come around here and try to give me that here or anywhere,
period.
No, hold on a second, man. You can call if you want, but you're going to get some smoke. That's what's going to happen.
A lot of it. A flamethrower. You're not going to get a smoke.
Yeah, that's what happens.
You're getting a flamethrower.
So, listen, man.
Anyhow.
So
Eric almost cussed in now.
This is in a long array. I mean, I think, I don't know if it might be humanity's, how humanity reacts to things like this. I mean, look at, for instance, 9/11, right? So now, they got us waiting in these long-ass lines going through security now. Because some people hijacked the plane. I mean...
No, because they got bombs in their shoes.
They got bombs in their drawers and their shoes. We're taking off our shoes now because they put bomb in their shoes.
Right.
Not to mention the reaction to those airplanes crashing into buildings in New York and the Pentagon and Pennsylvania is to go bomb a country that had nothing to do with it. What the hell are we doing?
One thing. Not one thing, D. Not one thing. They had nothing.
I mean, so, is that this country who just yanks around doing crazy things, or is that humanity that is just stupid?
The last three.
It's just capital S stupid.
The last three Republican presidents, and we give a lot of heat to the Dems, so we do, and it's rightfully placed. But the last three Republican presidents have been nothing short of disgustingly criminal in their actions. And the people.
In all fairness, though, the country bought into that.
But as I say, but the people that followed them.
But the whole country, though. I mean, we right now we happily get in line at the airport.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah.
All of us do. It doesn't matter what your political stripe is.
In mass, protesters say, "No, I'm not doing that because that doesn't make any sense." Yeah, we don't. Where's the political?
Right. Or put any pressure on an elected official to say, "Why don't we change that now? Why don't we
fix that now?" Yeah, we've been doing that for
that's stupid. It ain't doing no good.
Almost 2 decades.
They're busy looking for a different way to blow up planes. And we taking our shoes off.
Think about this, D. We've been doing. Can you imagine?
Stop that. Go over and figure out what they're trying to do after that. Now they ain't trying that no more because they can't get away with it.
Wait. Talk about advancing technology. They're doing. D.
They ain't put no bomb in their drawers no more.
Think about this, man, for a second. Do you realize we're coming up on 2 decades of taking off our damn shoes to go through an airport? Right. We almost on 2 decades in a month.
Think of all the flights that got missed because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just had to see somebody's just jacked up feet that you didn't want to see.
Yeah. So
I'm always amazed by that too. Go ahead. Yeah.
we end up normalizing stupidity then. But that's what we end up doing, is normalizing stupidity. I mean, it goes way back to the age when they were enslaving people.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, society found that as
okay.
That's how they operate.
Let's go snatch some people and hang them and
Right.
make it a scenic event.
Right. When we know kidnapping and enslaving humans is not a good thing.
No, and it can't be humane.
Right. But we normalized it. Like we normalized and taking up. I don't mean to match up slavery with taking shoes off. I'm not comparing slavery to walking through an airport.
We got you. Yeah.
He's talking about stupidity of humanity,
Normalizing
people,
stupidity.
for those who didn't get it, the transition.
Right. What are we doing?
You know what though? You know what? But if you think about it, the great Carter Woodson wrote a book that everybody should read, and it's The Miseducation of the Negro.
Yep.
You can extend that to the miseducation of the American public, because that's what we're suffering from now. And when you say stupidity, that's why. Because it's not just in school; it's what you're watching on TV, from the quote news to programs, to TV shows, to movies, documentaries that have a certain perspective, that have the appearance of being factual. It's the miseducation of the American public, and and as you said, it's normalized. When you said normalized, that made me think of that book.
Yeah.
We are miseducated.
It's a must-read for everybody, regardless of your race. And so meanwhile, your kids can't go to school unless they get vaccinated. You can't travel to some countries. You don't want to travel to some countries unless you're vaccinated. Vaccinations are a normal thing. But you got these imbeciles walking around with misspelled words on signs, protesting vaccines now. And then the news covers it like it's a thing. Let them imbeciles walk around in the heat and have a heat stroke if they want to with their misspelled signs.
Eric Grant, that's the one that gets me, is the media covers it like it's a thing.
Like it's legitimate.
Yeah, that's just like, what is wrong with y'all?
If you're going to cover it, walk up on them and say, hey, listen, what y'all doing? That's stupid.
Right. I want to just walk into one of when the field reporter is talking to somebody and saying, well, sir, can you tell us why? And I just want to go, because they're stupid.
No, I don't care what you think about why you walking around. I'm asking you, why don't you go home?
Yeah.
Why don't you
go help your kids out? Do something with your children.
All right, what's wrong with you, man? Or listen, why don't you, just pay in advance a ditch nigger? Pay him in advance.
I know we got to go to break. But is it at times like this that you wish that Medea was real?
Oh, my God. Yeah. All right, y'all. Our guest is my boy, D'Angelo Starnes, y'all. Calling from Denver. You don't know You don't know somebody named Kenethia, do you?
I do not.
Okay.
If you listen,
you ever seen anybody walk around in a shark suit around there?
Bruh. I'm staying inside with a mask on when I go outside,
Okay.
I ain't seen a whole bunch of people.
Okay. All right. Just checking, man. We got a listener who wears shark suits, man. Don't ask. All right. The number is 773-763-9278. Stay tuned for more of the Family Meeting.
This is Holly Fingerly from Save Our Southland. Keep listening to the Family Meeting.
Hey, Family Meeting cousins, it's Richard Chu, the Black Asian Dude. Can you believe we are halfway through 2021? What a year. Vaccines, financial markets, and all the rest that have impacted businesses all over. As you know, we've created a Patreon Family Meeting subscription and membership page to include you great listeners in our effort and not be solely dependent on sponsors and advertisers, and give you a chance to very economically promote your business, organization, or local event. You can contribute as little as $5 per month to get your message out and support the Family Meeting as a viable voice here on WCPT, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and reach more people across the progressive conversation. We know you appreciate our permanent interest dialogue, get up and dance playlist, and our great guests who stop by. So become a cousin and go to our website, thefamilymeeting.com, and click on the link. Simple and sweet. And for those of you who have already joined, thank you for joining
With
the party.
Cook County property
we love our
taxes
family
on the
meeting
rise in
cousins.
Chicago by 25 to 45%, there is one website offering you a quicker, better informed, and more lucrative solution than anywhere else. That is PropertyTaxSolutions.com. Painstakingly developed over 10 years, our patented tax savings calculator provides any Cook County homeowner with an instant data-supported savings estimate. There are no upfront costs and zero risk. Better yet, upwards of 90% of Property Tax Solutions clients see an average reduction on their annual tax bills of 10 to 15%. Visit PropertyTaxSolutions.com today and enter discount code TFM for a 20% discount on our services, or call 312-448-9992. That's PropertyTaxSolutions.com, or call 312-448-9992. Property Tax Solutions is your legal team for saving on taxes.
A 2016 study estimates that 13.1 million Americans were victims of identity theft that year. Fight back against identity theft by signing up for Identity Guard. Identity Guard monitors your credit and identity information with alerts that can help you respond quickly if certain changes indicating fraudulent activity are detected, as well as help protect your computer from viruses, keylogging, and other serious threats. Plus, with Identity Guard's dynamic credit management resources and tools, you will have helpful information as you make better financial and credit decisions. Identity Guard includes $1 million identity theft insurance and lost wallet protection, and more if you ever do become a victim. Protect your ID by visiting lookaftermyid.com. That's lookaftermyid.com to securely sign up for Identity Guard today.
Natasha Hunter McGregor, and I listen to the family meeting.
Give it a few more minutes there. The number is 773-763-9278, 773-763-9278. I'm playing him a little bit longer for my funk brother today.
That's right.
Yeah.
Co-author.
See, I gave you a little bit today, D. See there?
Uh-oh.
He probably has his own mute or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Well, listen.
He's a man of a certain age.
There we go.
Yeah.
So, D, the title of y'all's book is Funk as We Know It. Going to get it registered because that's a good title, isn't it?
Well, you already had a title, didn't you, man?
Well, yeah. The original title was The Funk Age, and then I forgot what the subtitle was. I got that right here. There's Funk Age, Essays on Black Cultural Consciousness and the Post-Civil Rights Era.
Yeah. It's a real academic kind of exercise, yeah.
Yeah, that's for the readers. This is for the buyers. Funk as we know it.
Yeah.
Well, no, I like Funk as we know it.
You can have it, man. Just let me get an autograph copy from you and E. I'll be happy.
I'm not writing no book, man.
The Funk as we know it. You know what, D? I'll write it with you and be Eric's ghostwriter.
Have fun, man.
Because I would be lying to say I'm even in the ballpark with Eric when it comes to the funk. But y'all need to write a funk book.
Y'all know nothing about the funk, man.
You do. You need to write one. It's the time. It's a good parallel to all the craziness that's going on. Don't you think, D? Come on.
Oh yeah, man. That was the original intent, was to use the music to show how the funk had mirrored or was a parallel to how politics was going on, the politics that was going on during that era, from like 67 to 82.
Exactly.
And yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. Let me take a couple of calls here. Let's get David calling from Sacramento, California. Dave, what's up, man?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Never thought you'd get to my call.
Okay. A little impatient, man? What's up, man?
No. And whatever happened to Lady B? Where's Lady B?
So where's Lady B work now, Devin? She's in the morning with Santita? Yeah? Okay, yeah. She works with Santita now in the morning. You got to get up early in the morning, man, listen to her with Santita Jackson.
And that's really
our fellow Howard classmate, by the way.
Oh, wow. Okay. But I'm just getting ready to. I'm getting ready to watch Peebo Bryson coming to the Bay Area in Oakland in about 2 weeks.
You going to see him live?
Peebo's still alive?
Yeah.
Peebo Bryson is still alive and
I didn't know that, man.
So he'll be. Yeah, his tickets are expensive though. I'll tell you, but it was worth it. But other than that, I want to make an issue about the people that are saying they're not vaccinated and whatnot and so forth. I don't understand why would people. The governor in Florida is an idiot.
Oh yeah.
The governor. I don't know why they voted for this idiot. This guy is he's number one, top of the line, bottom of the barrel piece of crap. As far as I'm concerned, what's going to happen, people, when you're in the hospital and you get COVID or you get Delta variant, which is the most contagious one ever, they're not going to, and all of a sudden, oh, I can't breathe. Well, they say, I want to be vaccinated. And you were very skeptical to begin with, saying that you didn't want to take it before you went to the hospital. I just want to let you know, your parents cannot see you. They won't let nobody in. Second of all, they won't give you the vaccine. They won't give you the vaccine after you got it. They won't give you it, so it's too late. So they're probably going to let you rot. They'll try to keep you alive, but that's about it. But as far as I'm concerned, as far as the employer's concerned, and people say that you have that right, there's a difference. Walmart, Uber, all these major corporations, they have that right to. You're an at-will employee. If you don't follow their policy, like when they ask you to do a drug screen, you're gone.
Yep.
No, you can't. I just want to let people understand, you can get all your attorneys all you want. No, that is not your property. Uber's not your property. Walmart's not your property. You are an at-will employee. You either want to work there and follow the rules of the policy, get vaccinated, or go find another damn job. Because that's exactly what's going to happen.
That's right.
You will be fired. And as far as union concerned, union is totally different because there's an arbitration that will be involved. But they will say this, okay, you don't want to get vaccinated and your union? Sure. But you will have to be tested twice a week under the policy. Otherwise, if you don't, you could be gone as well.
Oh, yeah, try this. You get tested 3 times a week and you pay for it.
Yeah.
How about that?
And if you don't, that's
right.
Yeah. That's Dave. Good bullet points, man. Good bullet points.
Right. I just want to make sure people understand that you are an at-will employee. You don't follow the policy of the company, and you can get all the attorneys you want. You will lose, of course, because you're an at-will employee. You don't have the right to inflict you being unvaccinated with me, who is vaccinated, to get that crap on my body because I don't want what you have.
That's right. Mm-hmm. That's right. That is what they should do. They should be supporting businesses who want to do that versus any mask or vaccine mandate.
Right on, Dave.
It'll get done quickly.
Yep.
Dave, I appreciate you, man. Be well out there, man.
Enjoy people. Remember, I'm going to join Peebo Bryson. I'll let you know how it works.
Yeah, do that, man. I want to hear how you sung, man. If you still got it.
Yeah.
You got to be like 90 now, ain't it?
All right.
Something like that. All right, man. Be well. Be safe, Dave.
He's married to a 30-year-old. I don't know if I told that.
My man.
I told you that.
My man.
He's married to a 30-year-old.
My man. Okay.
That's right, David.
He's doing good. All right. Thank you.
Okay, right, man. Be well. Peebo's a player.
He kind of trying to bring it. So listen,
is that right? He's married to a 30-year-old?
I don't know. I'm still.
I'm gonna have to Google that one, man.
Hey.
People had game. He's like 5'9", so he's a little bitty dude, man.
I know.
Boy, got game, man.
Hey. Oh, somebody.
5'9" dudes, man.
Oh, Lord. Here we go. Step on
y'all just the last people to know it's raining. That's all.
Hey, D, listen. So David's points are right on, and I wrote down something that Eric says often, and you all that are our listeners and followers know this. Eric's been asking this question for 6 months now. What are the rules? And he's been speaking to that as it relates to some of the political rules in terms of people getting in trouble for stuff and then other
Political
people not.
and
Criminals,
Yeah.
right, going back to January 6th. So, D, check this out. What are the rules in terms of how companies, to David's point, and we had a conversation about this last week, companies going to have to start setting up these guidelines and say, listen, this is the requirement to work here. All they got to do is add it to the employee manual, just like you can't smoke in the break room. And if you do, you're going to be, there's a cost for that. And I see us heading in that direction because the knucklehead factory doesn't want to wear a mask or get vaccinated.
You see any legal time bombs with that, D?
Yeah, thank you, E.
Oh yeah, mandatory vaccination. For even though the guy, as the gentleman said, that you're an at-will employee, you're not at will without some exemptions or exceptions. And so, you mentioned one earlier. If the vaccination is going to cause some kind of medical complication, or you have an allergy to it, you're going to fit that exception. So you could set that kind of policy up, but if and when you do that, be sure to cover all your exception, cases, so that you're not in some kind of a legal situation.
Yeah, we had a listener last week who has a construction company,
Mary. Yeah,
and so she didn't feel that she could risk imposing that kind of a rule because she considered her employees her family, and she couldn't see herself firing anybody. And so we brought up the subject of, okay, what happens if you let them come to work and they're not vaccinated and they get other people who are not vaccinated sick and someone dies?
Specifically,
how much is her liability if that happens?
Oh, it's the same thing, because you can we call it risk is about foreseeability, and you can foresee that not taking certain precautions put you at risk of infection and all the consequences that go along with that. So you would have to implement some kind of safety measures to ameliorate that.
Is it?
Big word time. Ameliorate.
Yeah,
okay.
Mitigate.
Okay.
Guard against.
Okay. Hey, let me get Mildred calling from Matson here. Mildred, what's new, girl?
Hi. Thanks for taking my call, Eric, and I agree 100% with you. People are stupid. I just
according to Mildred,
a year and a half. And if you don't know what's going on by now, you're stupid. Because unless you're watching Fox News, you're still stupid watching that.
There you go.
Now, this stuff's been on the TV 24/7. If you turn your TV on, you get all you want. If you hit CDC, it's going to take you directly to facts, and not that whatever stuff they're selling on Facebook or Twitter. People need to stop listening to those people and listen to science.
Yep.
Health professional. They won't listen to them.
So what happens to them if they don't, Mildred?
If they don't listen?
Yep.
They're going to end up with the virus. I don't care how many masks you put on your face. Because look what we have now, the Delta strand. And I'm a nurse, too. And we've been using, and I'm immune compromised. I got vaccinated.
Even
still, I guess what situation you in, I guess. And but I got vaccinated. I did not have not one side effect.
Really?
I didn't get a sore arm. I didn't get nothing, no symptoms at all. Okay, you always have to take care of yourself. Now, I've been taking care of myself for the longest. Take your vitamin D. Take all your Ds and other multivitamins. Get yourself in good shape. Not when you get sick, but every day as a preventative.
So are you caring for any? Are you caring for any COVID patients?
No, I'm retired now.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't even be working. If I would probably resign if I was in a situation where I had to work, because you got stupid nurses out there, stupid health professionals as well. It's all the way around. I know some nurses have not gotten vaccinated. And now I don't know what their problems are, because you have to.
Yeah, you do. You do. You know their problem.
Stupid.
That's right.
It is a sick world now. It is a very sick world. Ever since we got that devil in the White House, we all been tilting to the different sides of, left or right. And that's all people can see is left to or right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And when you're dealing with a health issue, you have to deal with health professionals and stop listening to all these people on Facebook or whatever you're getting your news from.
That's right.
And there's so much of information out there that's not true that Trump put out there, and or all the people that believe that people should be Republicans or from the right, they put stuff out there so they can win elections. But this is not about elections. This is about, you got two choices with this situation. You either take the vaccine or you die.
That's right.
That is the option. That's
right.
What you got. I don't care. Mask is a preventative option. It is not something that's going to help you, fight through COVID if you get it.
Right. And these people who are dying like that, they're not dying of COVID. They're dying of stupidity.
Stupid.
Yeah, stupidity.
That's
I
right.
agree. 100%.
That's right.
You're right.
That's right. Mildred, I got to run, girl. I appreciate you. Don't be a stranger, all right?
People, they have two options, Eric. You can take the vaccine or you can die. There's no other options around here.
Thank you.
Right on, Mildred. Thanks, Mildred.
Thanks, Mildred. Be well.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
See, there I got one. I got one that believes me.
Yeah, you got a few more.
Listen, I think they need to add stupidity as an affliction in the medical journals.
For the boxes to check, what your reasoning why.
They need to be finding a cure for stupidity.
Yeah. I love what Mildred said.
Just get a salve or something they can put on your butt.
You got two options. She said, no, this doesn't really give you any options. Mildred is right on right.
The number is 773-763-9278. Stay tuned for more of The Family Meeting.
This is DeAndre Edwards, assistant coach of the West Inglewood Tigers. Keep listening to The Family Meeting.
Hey Chicago, are you always on the go? Take the new Shy 311 app with you to find the information that you need, submit non-emergency city service requests, and much more. Download the new Shy 311 app, built with Chicagoans for Chicagoans. That's Shy 311 on the App Store or Google Play, or check it out online at 311.chicago.gov. Stay informed with Shy 311. It's your gateway to Chicago services.
This is Chicago's Progressive Talk, 820 AM, WCPT Willow Springs, and online at WCPT820.com, where facts matter.
Are you one of the 78% of Americans who'd like to speak with someone about a long-term care plan? Did you know that only 16% have had that conversation? Call the Polaris Insurance Agency at 312-951-2606. One of the Polaris agents in Illinois, Wisconsin, and Iowa can provide you with useful material, like what long-term care currently costs and what it could cost in the coming years according to the Genworth 2012 Cost of Care Study. With information like this, you'll have the power to plan. Call the Polaris Insurance Agency at 312-951-2606. Don't outlive your financial resources.
Get past the people, get past the hitman. Get on down now. I want to get on the good foot. Good foot. I got to get on the good foot. Going down to the crib and let all hang out. Where sober people know what it's about. Going down to the crib and let it all hang out. Where sober people knows what it's about. Where people give sign and shake their hands and dancing to the music, James Brown Band.
Kathy Gwen Esther, pleasedomylaundry.com, and the Laundry Bag Incorporated. And welcome back to the Family Meeting.
Yeah, man, get on that good foot, man.
At least.
And we did. The song is called "Get On the Good Foot."
Mm-hmm.
We just called it "Good Foot."
The Good Foot, right? Yeah, forget about the Get
It
On.
wasn't even the Good Foot, just Good Foot.
Good Foot.
You play Good Foot.
That's right. Come on now, play it. Play that song.
Which would make the other foot a bad foot, of course. But
hey, D'Angelo, where in Denver do you live? Like, you live in Denver? Or you live in one of the surrounding suburbs?
I live in Denver, Park Hill.
Park Hill, cool. When I first graduated,
the ghetto. Is that the ghetto?
No.
Okay, just checking.
It's a cool area.
He's hard. I know what D did back in college, man. I know how he ran. So I know.
I lived in Denver for about a year.
Can you say Fat Booty Contest? Can you say that?
Fat Booty Contest?
Yeah.
Oh, did he run it or was he in it?
I'm just saying.
Did you?
No, but the dude who did the Fat Booty Contest was from Denver, Todd Johnson.
Yeah, I know. That's your boy. I know. Y'all was running buddies. I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
You trying to disavow it now?
Nah, what? Yeah. No, I'm just being nosy, trying to figure out, where D was and where D is. I lived in Denver for about a year, back in when Brooks Towers downtown on 16th was still, apartments, and then obviously it converted to condos. So,
yeah.
Know it well.
Oh, okay.
Know it well.
All right, so we got a couple.
Cool.
We got a couple of calls piling up here. Let me get Dave calling from Gurnee. Dave, what's up, man?
Hey, Eric. You're talking all this funk. How about a little Betty Davis?
Betty Davis. Oh wow, that Betty Davis was wild, man. That was Miles Davis' ex-wife.
Davis. Yeah, second wife.
Yeah. Yeah, she was crazy.
Actually,
she mysteriously disappeared, and they recently found her and interviewed her over the telephone. She wouldn't appear in person.
Come on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Never seen.
Yeah. Okay, I'll find some Betty Davis for you, man.
Actually, if I could ask for a song, though, my favorite one is "Dedicated to the Press."
Okay.
Okay, so
Dave's doing a reach back. Dave, you just strained your arm reaching that far back,
Dave,
man.
what you know about the funk, man?
And actually, it's off the album "Nasty Girl."
Nasty Girl,
great album.
Look at Dave, man.
Are you from Ohio or something, Dave?
No, I'm not. I'm originally from Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. So,
what does Lake Geneva know about the funk, man?
Dave brought it up. Dave introduced the funk to Lake Geneva. That's what's happening.
Dave, how did the funk get to Lake Geneva, man?
Well, actually, I got into her through Miles Davis, obviously, and he plays on that album too. There's a song "You and Me" on the Nasty Girl album, and Miles is playing trumpet on that. So.
Wait a minute, hold on a second, man. I got a standing question. How did the funk get to Lake Geneva?
Dave took it up there. I'm trying to tell y'all. He loaded it up in the back of his station wagon in the 70s.
Tell me how the funk got to Lake Geneva, man.
Well, actually, I'm a trumpet player, and then I did entertain in Chicago through the 80s and 90s. But I won't get into that.
It sounds like you had some debauchery going on, man. That's what it sounds like. Okay.
Hey, Dave.
I got you, Dave. Okay, that's how you got the funk. I get it, man.
Where did you play, Dave?
The Limelight.
Oh, wow.
I was in the VIP room in 1988.
I was going to say, then you're not that old then.
And I turned 64 tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
Okay. Happy birthday, man.
Right on, man.
Happy birthday. Okay, your request is noted. I can't get it in this week because I can't juggle the list, but I'll get it to you next week. How about that?
Sounds good.
Okay. Thanks, Dave.
Stay safe, Dave.
All right, man.
Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, Lake Geneva had the funk? What?
Dave took it up.
Lake Geneva, Wisconsin?
He took it up there in his paneled Chevy station wagon.
Man, come on.
That's how he got it up there.
Let's see what's on Rich's mind here. Hey, Rich, what's new, man?
Yeah, let's smoke this world. Hello?
Hey, Dave. Rich.
Hey, how are you?
Good, man. How are you?
You got to turn on your background noise.
That's what I'm doing. Head on speaker. Yeah, I was just talking with you, listening to you guys earlier about DeSantis. I live here in Chicago, but I also have a residence in Naples, Florida. And when the beginning of the pandemic, Naples, Florida really never shut down. The beaches stayed constantly open. When Fox News would talk about like things taking place, they were always emphasizing what black people were doing. Mm-hmm. Now, I live in Naples, where it's basically almost white, lily white. Mm-hmm. And those beaches never shut down. People never put on their mask. Nope. Now this clown is trying to backpedal and backstep, with this whole mask thing. But people need to realize he's nothing but a goddamn racist. And if he ever got into office, he's going to be worse than Trump. And the reason why he's going to be worse than Trump is because he has the backing of these people that people really don't want to talk about. That we're in denial about what type of people that live in this country. But we really have a country that still haven't got. They don't want to give up the Confederate flag. You drive along I-75, I-10, and what's the other one up there? I-10, I-5, I-75, and there are these huge Confederate flags waving in the breeze.
Mm-hmm.
3 of them on the interstate. And these people are so emboldened now that they just come up in your face talking all this crap. My thing is, I don't feel sorry for them. If the hospitals overload with these types of people, just like how they would feel about people of color, let them die. If they don't want to wear a mask, that's their problem. If they don't want to get a vaccine, that's their problem. But don't come up in my face talking your crap. And I've had people coming up in my face down there. And it really, really just sort of like pisses me off because they feel that they can just say these things to you, where I would never say anything to anybody. If you don't want to wear a mask, that's your business.
It's your business.
But don't come in my face. Don't come in my face talking crap to me about masks. And what people don't realize about DeSantis, if you can still Google it, here he was running for the governorship down there, and he had his toddler infant in his lap with these building blocks. And he's telling his toddler, who could not even speak at the time, saying, this is the way we build this wall. All you have to do is Google that and you'll find it. So how this guy became the governor, it just throws me off. So he either had to have stolen votes, stop people from voting, which is what he's trying to do right now. And every time he does something, he's always on Fox News. He doesn't go on other networks like MSNBC, CNN to debate. It's always Fox News. And he has his base there.
I don't think he stole any votes, though. I think that's who Florida is.
Largely. And they did.
It is.
It is largely that.
And that's how Trump got elected. That's who this country is.
Yep.
That's what this country's all about. And, you know, and you know, I grew up in the civil rights movement. I remember as a kid, and I didn't know any better. I'm 65 years old. But I remember when Nixon did that whole thing with the Black Panthers, had them categorized as a terrorist group.
Yep.
They were not a terrorist group. But in the eyes of the media, they were a terrorist group, and they were not. They were basically just trying to find equities in the black community, trying to feed our children all this whole bit, and they carried their guns just like white folks. And the government did not like that. And when they went on that raid in Chicago, I was only 11 at the time when it happened, but when they did that raid in Chicago, I think only one bullet came out of that apartment, but there was just a barrage of bullets that went inside, and they lied and covered it up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
This is what this country's all about.
Always has been.
And I can't tell you how many times, because I drive very nice cars down in Florida, down there. I have 2 very nice cars. And one time I was at a stoplight, I'll never forget. It's just like that guy on Capitol Hill talking about what had happened to him, trying to keep those rednecks from basically they took over the Capitol. But I'm just sitting at a stoplight, and I had my top down on my car. And I just looked up and I saw this guy in a pickup truck, didn't realize that the back of his pickup truck in the window, there was a Confederate flag. So I was just going to nod, just say hello. Before I can even do my nod, all he said to me was, "Nigger, I can't stand you." And I just looked at him. I didn't say a word because my thing was, if I say something to this clown, he could pull out a gun, shoot me, and lie to the authorities, said that I tried to run him off the road maybe a few miles back.
That's the life of a black man.
There it is.
This is how we have to live in this country. Yep. These white people are so in denial, saying that we have a chip on our shoulders. Like I had a friend. I'm pretty wealthy, so I would have these people. One of my friends, after I got him out of my life, he and his family and this and the other, he tells me I have a chip on my shoulder. I looked at him and I said, "What the hell you mean I got a chip on my shoulder? I'm rich. I don't have a chip on my shoulder. I just don't like people like you." I'm not lying to you. It just made as vocal as they became about how they could say things to us. I would say the same things back. And I even had this white guy tell me, "I've never had anybody speak to me like this. That's what you do now." And one time he told me to go back to Africa. And then finally I just snapped on him. I said, "Look, I am so sick and tired of you people." He goes, "What do you mean, you people?" I said, "You heard exactly what I said, you people." I said, first of all, you need to know your history. I said, even though your dirt poor ass came here across the Atlantic, you guys were able to gather up a ticket, and you came across the Atlantic. My people couldn't do that. They came in the bow of slave ships. So don't tell me about going back to Africa. I just go off on. I just go totally off on these people.
Rich, we got to hang out, man.
Yeah,
dude, we got to hang out, Rich. Me and you, man. You buying, dude? You buying?
Yeah.
Since you rich.
And the only reason why I can say this to these clowns is because, like I told them, I said I can say what I want to say because I don't have to worry about losing my job. He's a retired police officer, and he even tried to get one of his police officer friends. They did a conference call on me, and they were trying to tell me that Ferguson was a racist. So I went off on both of them. And I even told the black guy, I said, I understand why you're saying what you're saying because you have to keep your job. I don't work, so I don't have to worry about that. So I can say whatever I want to say.
Hey, man, dinner's on you, Rich. We hanging out, man.
Yeah, it's going to be
on you, bro.
too. Steaks and lobster, dude.
That's right, man.
Thanks for calling.
Hey, Rich, man, don't be a stranger, man. I want to hear some more of your stories one day, all right?
Absolutely, Rich. Call us back.
I'm not going to be a stranger. This is the first time, but like I said, I just want you guys to realize what DeSantis is all about. That state, our state, never shut down.
Yeah, we see it, man.
If it upticks with people going into the hospital, my thing is I was not brought up to want anyone dead. But as far as I'm concerned, if just like the white man just said about the Indians, one dead Indian or whatever these things, the kids when you find an Indian, whatever you kill them all off, if you just kill the Indians. My thing, I don't give a F about these people anymore because they don't care about us. If they want to get this virus and die from it, let them die.
Okay, we're going to get a hold of Rich, man. Go to dinner, man. Yeah. We're going to dinner, Rich. We're going to hang out someplace, man.
Call us back, man.
Rich, man, be well, man, all right?
All right, now, stay safe.
Thank you.
All right. You see what you got, D? See what you get when you come in here, man?
Yep.
Yeah, bro. I need to come to Chicago.
I mean, Rich is buying steaks, man. That's what's up.
Rich is buying steaks and lobsters.
He's rich.
And he's D. And he's driving around with his top down, basically.
Right. Cussing at rednecks. Come on, man.
Hey, make sure Rich, when y'all go to dinner, make sure Rich gets me a ticket to come out there and join y'all.
You got it, man.
That's right.
Everybody going to come. All y'all can come. Send us an email. All y'all can come. Rich is buying.
Rich is buying, man.
Let me get Debbie calling from Old Town here. Hey, Deb, what's up, girl?
Debbie.
Hi. Hey, how are you guys doing today?
I'm good.
What's going on, girl?
Good. I've tried to call you so many times. I'm so glad I finally got through. I can't believe it. Anyway, it is our problem if they don't wear masks. That I just wanted to add a little bit of that. It's gotten to be at that point. So I was listening to a behavioral scientist this morning, and he had a really interesting point to make. And this thing has become almost like smoking. He said one of the ways that people react and respond is if you start taking things away from them. It's like, stop giving them things. Stop paying them to take the vaccine because you give them a beer. They think, oh, it's only worth a beer. It's not worth anything to me. Oh, you're only giving me $100? Well, why aren't you giving me $1,000? You basically minimize it by trying to buy these people. Mm-hmm. And if you keep taking things away, like if you need proof of vaccination to go into a nice restaurant, if you need proof of vaccination to go into any place that you could possibly think of, people are going, and you can't come in if you're not. People are going to start thinking differently about it because they don't like when things are taken away from them. Mm-hmm. And that's just human nature. We respond to that. We don't respond to something that you put a certain value on that may not be of certain value to me, but take things away from me that I want to do, and that makes a difference to me.
So you were watching Fareed Zakaria this morning then?
Exactly.
Yeah, I saw that too.
And I thought that was brilliant. That really struck a tone with me. I thought, this guy, he's hit on something that I haven't heard much about. People are saying, oh, woe is me, hand-wringing. Oh, how can we make them wear masks? How can we take things away? And people will respond.
Right.
Start making it like an all-out thing. You can't come to work if you're not vaccinated. You can't go to, these people like to go to nice restaurants. They like to do things. Take it away. You can't go into a diner. Start with the low common denominator. You can't even go into a diner. if you're not vaccinated. You know, take things away and people respond. It's like smoking.
That's right. And that's why I think a mask mandate or a vaccine mandate won't work. What you're talking about will work, and it will be a de facto mandate.
Debbie, a lot of times Eric has said over the years, we have to treat people with fiscal and physical pain. And in this case, the physical would be you can't come in here. And the fiscal part would be taking away their jobs. The jobs. And yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, Debbie. Folks are going to respond.
We only hire vaccinated people.
Yeah, sorry, you can't.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. You know, and okay, so if they want to go to the red states where everybody's dying,
bye.
So be it. Let them go live on COVID Island, like what the former Trump guy said. Let's get a COVID Island, ship them all off to it, and let them all be happy there together.
And
That's
Debbie,
right.
how about
That's right, Debbie. I appreciate you, girl. That's a great idea. We appreciate you.
Thanks, Debbie. And add.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Sorry, E. To add to that, and those red states that they all get shipped off to, we want our money back for the amount of federal dollars that go to those states. Nah, bring that back to the blue states.
Bring it back. That's right. That's right.
And stop sending any new money.
Right.
Sorry.
Yep.
I
See
know
what you
that's
get here,
crazy.
do you? You get intelligent people calling here. You don't get the imbeciles calling here.
No. And the imbeciles that call, like Eric said, they get one shot to change their ways.
That's right, man.
Or you get the e-smoke.
So, D, hey, man.
Yes,
So he and I were talking about Bootzilla because there's a video out there where Bootsy's playing with, it looks like a high school band. Was that a high school band, you think?
Yeah, I think so.
High school orchestra, I think.
Come on, y'all.
He's playing this song with them, man. So I said to D, this would be funky if Bootsy came to Howard Homecoming and played this with the Showtime marching band.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would have to be a big news event.
Oh my God! I'll share the video on our Facebook page and Twitter if I can. But Bootsy was standing in front of a high school orchestra rocking Bootzilla.
Bruh, I'll take him coming up on campus during homecoming over Kanye, what Kanye did a couple years ago.
Oh yeah, forget Kanye.
Yeah, I know.
He crazy too, man.
Way there.
Chicago though, right?
And why you gotta bring that up, man?
Yeah, he is. He is with his crazy ass.
I don't like the way you said that, man.
Like you said it like it's from our neighborhood or something,
He's trying to impugn us, man.
I know he did.
I know. Let me tell you something, man. I know somebody in Denver that wears a shark suit.
Yeah, well, she's cool though.
I'm just saying, ain't she from Denver?
Yeah, she is.
Just saying.
Y'all got some crazy people from there trying to hide.
Okay, y'all. I got Mark, Big R, and Dave on the line here, and Tommy's waiting too. Stay tuned for more of the Family Meeting.
Control unit. Oh yeah, I'm programmable. One heck of a doll, baby bubba. Bootzilla here. Made by the makers of funky things to play with. Trademark Funk Attack Incorporated, bubba.
This is Bill Cooper from Inline Designs Office Solutions. That's www.inlinedesignsofficesolutions.com, and keep listening to the Family Meeting.
PropertyTaxSolutions.com is a law firm that does nothing but lower Cook County property taxes. They were literally pioneers in deploying cutting-edge data and technology, along with every legal argument in the books, to lower their clients' property taxes by 10 to 15% on average. Now they have put their data and legal analytics online for you to check your assessment and savings potential anytime you want. Go to PropertyTaxSolutions.com day or night and look up your property to see their professional evaluation of your property. This powerful tool is available without obligation. When the day comes that you want professional help to fix your property tax bill, they will be ready. Fees are contingent upon the savings they get for you. So this is one legal service that will pay for itself, not cost. Act now and use discount code TFM to get 20% off the regular rate. Go to PropertyTaxSolutions.com or call 312-448-9992 to learn more.
Hey, family meeting cousins, it's Richard Chu, the Black Asian Dude. Can you believe we are halfway through 2021? What a year. Vaccines, financial markets, and all the rest that have impacted businesses all over. As you know, we've created a Patreon family meeting subscription and membership page to include you great listeners in our effort and not be solely dependent on sponsors and advertisers, and give you a chance to very economically promote your business, organization, or local event. You can contribute as little as $5 per month to get your message out and support the family meeting as a viable voice here on WCPT, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and reach more people across the progressive conversation. We know you appreciate our permanent interest dialogue, get up and dance playlist, and our great guests who stop by. So become a cousin and go to our website, thefamilymeeting.com, and click on the link. Simple and sweet. And for those of you who have already joined, thank you for joining the party.
A single
We
K
love our
plan is
family
a
meeting
401k
cousins.
plan designed especially for business owners and immediate family, regardless if they are incorporated or not. Single Ks offer both employer and employee contributions, and in many cases have no setup fee or annual plan administrative charges. Single Ks are simple to administer with no government reporting required. Most importantly, this plan allows employees to access their savings via hardship withdrawals or loans. Visit our website at polarisadvice.com or call us about your business or organization's retirement plan at 312-951-2606 or email us at polarisadvice.com. That's 312-951-2606 or email us at polarisadvice.com. Polaris provides empowering advice for everyone.
Securities offered through Lion Street Financial LLC, member FINRA, and SIPC. Investment advisor services offered through Lion Street Advisors LLC, registered investment advisors. Polaris Wealth Management and Lion Street Financial are not affiliated.
Listen to me, brothers. Listen well. Brothers, we've got something to tell. You can run around being a married man, not taking care of business very well. You've got to keep yourself together if you dig on what you got. 'Cause what you got can show up mean a lot. If you ain't taking care of business, this you must expect. Love gets slippery when it's wet.
Hello, this is Dr. John Artis from Health on Earth Wellness Centers. You can visit us at www.healthonearth.org, and welcome back to the family meeting.
Yeah, slippery when wet, y'all.
A lot of people didn't know what the song was about at first.
Yeah, this was kind of weird.
Kind of dulled in. Yeah.
My fellow Funketeer, my man D'Angelo Starnes is on the line with us, calling from Denver.
Yes, sir.
Denver, Colorado. And you're in the city too, right? Uh-oh.
Did we lose it?
You might have us on mute again. That's right. We'll get it in. Let me get some of these other calls out of here. Let me start with, who's been here the longest? That would be Mark. Mark's calling regarding the Delta variant. Mark, what's new, man?
Not a whole lot. Because people are stupid. They're growing stupid now. It's like moss or mold or I don't know. You know I cherish y'all, right?
We
Cherish
do.
you back, man.
Right on.
So these two I'm just going to throw in real quick because I know you got some folks coming up behind. Beau Biden would be rolling in his grave right now with his father's handling of the Afghanistan translators and their families. This should not have been a second thought. This should have been the first thing before you start pulling folks out because you know the golden-haired child started it. Everything he touched, the first day coming in, you're supposed to come in with that spick and span and wipe everything down. And that was one of them. We're going to be out by whatever time. Should have been like, okay, since we've made the agreement, we got to hold to it, but we got to guarantee that these translators and their families are able to get out first before we move anywhere. Anyway.
Yeah.
And more death. So I used to go to school in Florida, and it's been a while, and folks ain't changed. My daughter broke my heart a couple of weeks back when she told me she wasn't going to get vaccine. And I had no words. I'm like, but you had the virus. You had COVID. Yeah, but all that vaccine mess. So I had to get up off of it. I'm gonna go back at it again, but with the Delta and the Delta Plus, it's a bad deal. But when Lambda starts taking over, it's a wrap. We ain't even gonna talk about when it gets too rough. We ain't gonna get that far. Because as a nation, as a society, it will be a wrap, because it will then most likely start infecting vaccinated people, because we already know that vaccinated people can carry it, maybe not get very sick, maybe not even feel it, but they're steady putting it out. So what our commander-in-chief needs to do with the emergency manufacturing mandate that they can put in effect when we're at war is make these mask manufacturers make better masks that are easier to wear, that have instructions on how to put them on and take them off, so we don't have chin guards and necklaces. I get so tired of seeing people with their nose hanging out and they think they're doing something, and that's where the majority of the virus resides, in the nasal pharynx.
Yep.
So with instruction, maybe people might get it, but this might change the game. A breathalyzer COVID test.
Yep.
You come into the venue, you blow. I don't want to blow, then you got to go.
That's the slogan, right, Mark?
You don't want to blow? You
gotta go. Yeah.
The funk got to Lake Geneva on the water. This is the same way we got to do it. We got to put it on the water, let those waves flow through.
Oh, my God. He's going there, ain't he?
And if we hit with enough funk, the variant will thrombobulate.
Wow.
Triumvulation, baby.
Dangerous man,
Mark,
Mark.
appreciate that, man. Thanks for the medical advice, too, man.
Y'all stay well.
You too, man.
You know about the funk a
Yes,
little
he
bit
does.
there. He got a little bit of the funk in him right there. See that? He likes that, man. Let me see what's going on with Dave in Hoffman Estates. Hey, Dave, what's new, man?
Hey, Eric. Hey, Richard.
Hey, man.
Yeah, before I get into the whatnot, you might find this amusing. That I was on a motorcycle trip last week, and down in southwest Wisconsin somewhere, and show what true believers these people were. They had a Pence and Trump sign. Well, they painted out the Pence letters, but the worst one was they had one that says, "The presidency is temporary. Trump is forever." I'll talk about true believers. But what I was going to talk about, like, you got these the military. You've had, like, about a good third have refused, have the ability to refuse having this injection. You have more than a dozen mandatory ones. COVID is not a mandatory one. They can decline it so far. And the Pentagon hasn't required them to be vaccinated because it's only been approved by FDA. And they have to give informed consent and all of this stuff. And so they have, and President Biden so far hasn't made it mandatory. And the federal law prohibiting mandatory military vaccination before full FDA approval is designed to keep the military from being guinea pigs, basically. But yet these are the people that are supposed to protect us, right? And this would affect the operational readiness of the military units, and is compromised by the coronavirus outbreaks. And plus, a lot of these military people live amongst civilian communities, and they could be vectors to spread this disease. So that's why, when I was in, you couldn't refuse. But this one, this thing's a killer, but yet they're able to refuse. It doesn't make sense. Like, you got the ones that have taken it. The Navy's like the most with 77%, and then the Army had 70, and the Air Force 61, and the Marines or the police with 58. So I guess they are a few of the proud out there. But anyway, it's just some food for thought, fellas. I mean, them are the true frontline guardians, and they ain't being required to take that. Something ain't right there.
Yeah. Well, we got to chew on that. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. Be well, Dave.
Oh, it's nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
Take care, Dave.
All right. Let me see what's on. Let's go with Big R. I'm sorry. Got to figure out the timing here. Big R, what's up, man?
Hey, good afternoon, fellas. How are you?
Good.
Fantastic.
Yourself?
I'm vaccinated, bro.
So am I.
Yes, same here. If I need a booster, I will be getting it once it's approved and it's just necessary. Man, you've had some great calls in today. Mark, he was like Mr. Fauci's protege or something. he just laid it out for anybody who would listen and put the science out there. He really did. He was good. The guy down in Florida, all I can say to the brothers, God bless you, man. You got the money. You can say what you want, but be careful still when and where you say it.
Yeah.
There's the people you are talking about who are like that. A lot of, seriously, just like the former occupant of the White House who was installed in 2016, a lot of them are just straight up psychotic, sociopathic retards. They don't have a clue about humanity, goodness, about empathy for anybody else. They are selfish and shallow, and they've been raised on hate and not love. And, in certain situations, I've had to check some white people in my past. I'm 62 and a half. Of course I've had to, because they just think they can say and do whatever the hell they want anytime they want. Mm-hmm. And when they find out they can't, they turn into just like Trump turns into a virulent, petulant child. They have their little temper tantrums. And it's like you just can't bubble all your life. You have to reach out your mind to find out new facts and find out truth and history. History is very important. And a lot of them have no idea about their history, this country's history. And it's like, I've talked to so many brothers and sisters who were in the military or who are in the military, and when they have that uniform on, it's like, thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. When they take that uniform off, they're just another black man or black woman subjected to all the vitriol. It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
The hypocrisy is just totally ridiculous. Hey, I will make this quick. I was downtown Friday taking care of a little business downtown, and I just saw so many. I had my mask on. I'm kind of a paranoid and afraid of this Delta variant and Gamma, whoever come behind it, mutating. But, I saw so many beautiful young people just heading over to the Lollapalooza, and it's all a beautiful thing, but I'm like, I saw no mask on any of them.
Yeah, but they're required to wear masks, I think, inside.
Inside, yeah, they are.
They changed it Saturday. They changed it Saturday for the indoor selling shops and whatever else,
venues,
food or whatever. But it's still, you're in an open concert area. You don't have to have your mask on, but you still crowded in there like a bunch of bees in a honeycomb or something.
I think they were also, though, it was required that you were vaccinated before you come in as well.
Yeah, it is, both.
Yeah, they did, but they showed the people who were checking them in. They were doing a half-ass job checking these cards.
I'd agree. Yeah,
they've been checking the cards and pulling out an ID to see that name on that card was that person. You just they running them by. It's like, okay, this is all about money. In 2 or 3 weeks, you go find it's going to get crazy.
Yeah, I think so. It ain't going to be crazy for us, though, because we didn't do that and we vaccinated.
Politicians, I think a lot of the politicians are just caving in, mayors, governors, whatever. They're caving in to the money interest. because, billions have bent lost. It's just, I don't know.
Well, that wouldn't be new. That wouldn't be new.
I'm just praying for people who got some sense, who are not stupid, and people I love and care about. That's all I can do. I'm praying for myself. The stupidity kills you. I mean, it was on you. You had a choice. It's like you have a choice. You have a choice to wear a seatbelt. You don't have to. A seatbelt not necessarily going to keep you from getting killed. A truck hits you or somebody hits you fast enough, you're still dead, but it gives you a better chance. That's what the vaccine's about.
Yep.
If you got a bulletproof vest on, same thing. You still can get a headshot. You can still get shot in the leg, and your femoral artery can get punctured, and you're still dead if they don't get to you in time.
Yep.
Okay? It's just a helpful preventive measure that's going to give you a shot at surviving.
And that's the part.
Cure-all. Go ahead.
No, you go. I'm sorry.
No, I'm done. I'm going to end up saying something I shouldn't say.
Yeah, I got my hand near the button too, man. I know you're ready too, man.
I know. You got to keep. I know that finger just bouncing right on that.
Right. Yeah. Here he comes.
Big R's ready to drop it, y'all.
Hey, man. Be well, man.
Stay safe, Big R. Thanks for calling in.
Stay safe.
Okay.
Stay safe, guys.
Yeah, all I was going to say is to Big R's point. It's just giving you an extra shot, an extra opportunity. No pun intended, but it's just putting one more arrow in your quiver, as people like to use. If nothing else, just water it down to that. But to what I can't think the woman's name that called in earlier that said, why are we having to incentivize people?
Yeah, Fareed Zakaria had a wonderful person on today who talked about the downfalls of incentivizing people. Don't just take things from them.
Yeah,
just take stuff.
Nope, can't have it. Can't come. Can't go.
Do it, I bet you they do it then. Mm-hmm. That's right. All right, y'all. So look, man. So do you remember this, man? You were a sophomore when this song was rocking on campus, right?
Which one?
Can you hear?
Kind of.
Okay, he's probably studying. He's studying. Geek. All right, y'all. Stay tuned for more of the Family Meeting.
Set it off, I suggest, y'all. Set it off, I suggest, y'all. Set it off. Set it off. Set it off. Set it off. Set it off on the left, y'all. Set it off on the right, y'all. Set it off. Set it off. Come on, let's set it off. Y'all want this party started quickly. Set it off. Set it off. Set it off. Set it off. Set it off, I suggest, y'all. Set it off, I suggest.
Hi, I'm Aiden Taylor of A.L. Taylor & Associates. Keep listening to the Family Meeting.
On the left, on the right, on the left, I suggest while we're left. On the left, on the right, on the left.
We do. We buy, we sell, we move, we store. Anything, anytime, anywhere. We do. The company that handles all your stuff. If you have anything that you want to do something with, please call us. We buy, sell, move, store, donate, discard. Anything, anytime, anywhere. eBay plus U-Haul equals we do. We are moving at the speed of life. Call Terry Calloway, 312-343-9973, or via email, contact him at terrycalloway58@gmail.com.
A 2016 study estimated that 13.1 million Americans were victims of identity theft last year. Fight back against your identity being stolen by signing up for Identity Guard. Identity Guard monitors your credit and identity information with alerts that can help you respond quickly if certain changes indicating fraudulent activity are detected, as well as help protect your computer from viruses, keylogging, and other serious threats. Plus, with Identity Guard's dynamic credit management resources and tools, you will have helpful information as you make better financial and credit decisions. Identity Guard includes $1 million identity theft insurance and lost wallet protection, and more if you ever do become a victim. Protect your ID for as little as $6 per month. Yes, that's only $6 per month by visiting lookaftermyid.com. That's lookaftermyid.com to securely sign up for Identity Guard today.
Hey, this is Brittany Perry. Did you know there's a Black-owned footwear brand based here in Chicago? Perry Co. Shoes creates affordable luxury footwear and accessories for both men and women. Whether you're in a suit or out with friends, they provide pieces you can wear on a daily basis. Breaking barriers, inspiring style. Visit www.perrycoshoes.com to purchase a pair today. That's www.perrycoshoes.com.
Shaking all in my bones. I never felt such a feeling in all the days I've been gone. Whenever I feel the pressure, child, you seem to hypnotize my mind. Well, you don't know this like the Holy Ghost, and I feel like I've been born.
I am Anlita Buchanan, middle school math teacher. Welcome back to the family meeting.
Yeah, y'all. So we're hanging out with my man D'Angelo Starnes today, calling from Denver, Colorado.
Yes, he is.
Is that how you say Colorado? Colorado? Is that how you say it out there, man?
Some of them do. I don't.
Colorado. That's how they say it.
How
right?
many people from Colorado on campus? You had a Colorado club, right, on campus?
Yeah, we had about 5 people.
All right.
5 or 6, yeah.
Better than 0.
You know.
Okay. Did anybody want to go that long way, did they?
They do now. We got, pretty, as Howard's become more notorious and people like myself come back and talk it up. Yeah, we have a lot more people applying and going to Howard from Colorado.
Okay. I remember, D, when I was there, and even since then, to a great extent, Denver uniquely, Five Corners and some of the other communities has a uniquely cool black population, and has for 40 or 50 years, and has as always led the way in Denver, kind of moving to a more not Denver, but the state of Colorado, certainly Denver, to a more progressive stand. And Denver's always, Boulder and some of those communities, college communities, have always been kind of, I'll say for lack of better words, crunchy chewy. And that merged with those white citizens merged with the black citizens has kind of led to a fairly cool community. Is that an overstatement or a misstatement?
No, not really. Especially in Denver. Denver has been pushed to become more progressive, and you're right. The black community was a big part of that. We have a black mayor now, but the black mayor that preceded him a couple of mayors ago, Wellington Webb, whose daughter Stephanie attended Howard. He was real instrumental in pushing a lot of making Denver a more attractive place for more progressive policies to be implemented.
Yeah, we're gonna come hang out in Denver then, man. Hang out with D'Angelo. You buying dinner, man?
Hell no, man. What? No, man. I'm messing with you. Of course. Yeah.
Let me get Norbert in here. See what's on Norbert's mind, man. Norbert, what's up, man?
Hey, Eric.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, guys. Good to talk to the family again. Rich and D'Angelo. Keep them trusted in our prayers. I agree wholeheartedly with the idea that we shouldn't give a damn about the people who are for Trump and against vaccinations. But I'm very concerned about the people of color in the South where, like Memphis, only has about 2/3 of the black population is vaccinated. So we need to do what we can to help encourage those people to get vaccinated. And many interviews that I saw, the Tuskegee incident was brought up over and over again. But that's where we need to try to convince people that over almost 180 million people have gotten the vaccines in the United States, and it's been very successful. So that's what I wanted to mention today.
Okay.
But, and also the vaccines, the new variants are likely to come out of those areas where people are not vaccinated.
Yep.
So that's pretty dangerous too. So we got to keep our eyes and ears open and watch out for each other.
Got to put up a wall and keep them down there. That's what they like, walls, right?
Yeah.
Put up a wall. You can't come back. You can't. You got to pass through the border. Border patrol. You got to get tested.
The vaccine patrol.
That's right. That's right. Norbert, I appreciate you, man, as always.
Stay healthy, Norbert.
Yeah. Take care.
Okay, man.
Love you guys.
Thanks. Love you back,
too.
man.
Yeah.
It's my man Norbert here.
Norbert's
Okay,
always on
so
point.
let's see what's on Tommy's mind, shall we? All right, Tom, what's new, man?
Well, guys, I want to tell you something. It constantly amazes me how, professing to be wise, we have become fools. Why does no one want to hear or listen to the fact that from the moment this country found out that there was a virus that was killing tens of thousands of people and was on its way to the shores of the United States of America, that from that moment to this moment, how did it become possible that somebody else could say to an individual, okay, you can do this and you can do that and you'll be okay. And we can go back to doing whatever it was we were doing before all this mess started, and everything is okay. Is this Delta variant really something new, or is it still the same old damn thing? We're still dealing with the coronavirus that we never put to bed in the first damn place because we were so busy trying to get back to what we always did that nobody stopped to pay attention to the idiots who shut it all down in the first place and caused this catastrophe. It's no longer a conspiracy theory. There is something that is killing people. And anytime it's got to a point that it's the Hatfields and McCoys that you cannot convince a person that, hey, look, you got to do something, man. Get a vaccination. Do something. But we can't keep going the way that we're going, and then once we find out, oops, well, you know what, whatever we said, maybe that wasn't what it is. So I guess what we'll call it now is the isosceles variant. It's the isosceles variant that's getting you caught. All of y'all who took the vaccine didn't get another booster shot. Can you be that ignorant, man, to the plight of the entire world, not to recognize and understand that whatever should be done, we should be in the movement of doing that and stop putting this cloud over people's head and try to rein these people in and get them to recognize, man, this is life and death. This is no longer a situation of what you believe or what you think. All the facts are sitting there saying that there is something that's killing us. Are you that brain dead that we can stand in such criticism of one another and not just follow everything that's happened? You got a whole segment of people that don't even believe it. How can you have a segment of people who don't even believe? And that something has gone terribly wrong, man. Terribly, terribly, terribly wrong. Keep listening to the family meeting, because sometimes breaking windows, taking pills, trying to talk sense to people. You got to step back and say, man, what in the hell? Goodbye.
That's our contribution to your community safety, because if we don't let Tommy get it out here, he's going to be in your neighborhood breaking windows.
Tommy always brings it, but that one, that touched a certain nerve. If you think about it, it's just very simple and plain. As Tommy always says, simple and plain. We've gone through all this craziness. We didn't shut it down the first time. And now we got this other thing. And I'm just sitting back going, it doesn't have to be any more complicated than that.
No. Well, now the Darwinism, man, they're thinning the herd now.
Yeah.
They won't be here anymore to be stupid.
And my concern from a political standpoint now is, and D, I don't know how you think about this, that if the Dems that are in leadership now, Senate and House and, all the rest, if they don't drop the hammer now on some things that are going to allow them to, quote, stay in power, and the R's, they win the House and or the Senate, they're going to shut down all the things that make sense. The non-stupid things that are going to help people. It's the
same routine. The Dems are in the process of losing the next election. That's what they're in the process of doing right now.
And when they do that, we're going to be in serious trouble. Forget politically at that point. We're going to be in serious health trouble.
Yep. Yeah.
That's a concern that I don't think enough Dems as citizens are taking to push the people to what Eric always says are permanent interests. And right now, I think our number one permanent interest, I understand where we are with voting and all the other things that we have to get through, but this is the most serious permanent interest, is making sure these fools do something so that they don't lose the power that they have and let these other fools have control, and they're going to shut stuff down, man. They just are.
I got to tease D'Angelo for a minute again. So he's got a business, He's got a business.
Okay. Yeah.
What's the name of your firm, D'Angelo? You have a name for your firm, man?
Yeah, it's a lawyer's consultant, and it's more a consultancy than a law firm per se.
Okay, give him the phone number, man.
720-621-7070.
Hey, D, give him the website, man.
It's under construction.
I ain't got the website.
I knew you were going somewhere with this, E.
He already knew that.
I know.
He did a lawyer trick.
He did, man.
He knew the answer to.
I did know the answer. I knew the answer to. He's a member of the club, the I ain't got no website.com.
D, he walked into court going, I know how I'm gonna lead in with my questions today.
I don't know how you walk around and ain't got no website, man. I don't know how you do that every day, man. So he says under construction, though.
Well, no. I changed. So my former website was www.collectivecommonsalliance.com, but
what?
I broke off.
What? Collective what?
Collectivecommonsalliance.com.
Yeah, we need to have some marketing people talk to you, brother, man. What kind of long ass?
Yeah. CCA. I know. I got you. Go ahead. Keep beating my butt. That's fine. It's okay.
Hey, D, I was even thinking, I was trying to think of some names on the fly that would just, people go, oh, yeah, I need to talk to them. Something simple and sweet, like laurasconsultants.com. That's an easy one.
Kind of. You could be a little snappy than that, can't you?
But just get something registered, brother.
Have it be fatbootycontest.com. Do that.
Look, all the people would show up, man. And have a stream, and then have like a lineup of lawyers.
That's memorable. Thank you.
Fatbootycontest.com.
That's marketing, man. You got no website, man.
Come on.
Yeah, you're getting leaned on in front of everybody right now because you ain't got no website, man. I'm trying to get you some business, man. I ain't got nothing but a phone number.
Well, I'm sorry, man. You're right.
You want to give them the fax number? They can send you a fax?
He did send you down the primrose path, man. He did.
At the top of the show, I said there's times where you got to take some stuff. So, hey, this is one of those times.
The whooping is a lot easier if you just, okay, I'm going to take it this time, but I'm going to get my stuff fixed, i.e. no longer under construction, D.
We got some good news this week, too, that the Howard community announced their homecoming for this year.
Saw that plug.
Whoo.
Man, that's
you ready to get it in, D?
Out of precaution, I may not be there. That's because that has the potential to be a spreader event. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay. So the hell with y'all. I'm there, man. I'm in the house, baby.
I feel you.
I'll be masked up and everything.
It's masked up for sure.
Yep. Yeah. I might give me another booster shot. Just go ahead and volunteer another booster shot, just to be right.
Yeah. No, I've been thinking the same, not just because of Howard, of the homecoming, but just in general. I've been thinking about it in terms of the booster shot because I'm not interested in getting this, period.
Yeah. The data says that we don't get it. That's what the data says. If you're vaccinated, you don't get it. If there's a new variant or a more aggressive variant, you may have a challenge.
Give me 3 shots. I'll take them. If my arm's
but
sore.
The reality is that's the data. And so earlier in the show, we talked about confusion. That's the fact.
The data's not confusing. If you look at the data and keep all your...
if you're vaccinated, D, you should come. You can't get it.
Yeah, I'm probably there, but I have some concern.
Yeah. Well, you shouldn't, though, because the data says you shouldn't.
That's true. But even when people could go maskless, and they can go maskless, I still wear my mask when I go to the store, when I go outside, when I go to a restaurant. I still wear a mask.
Whether you are or not, though, the data says that you should not have a problem.
He just wants to see you, D.
That's what the data says.
I got you, bro.
I want your ass to buy me a steak, too. That's what I want. I'm going to get your ass to DC so I can buy a steak.
Hey, man.
Buy him a drink.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some free food.
Hey, D, he already got the reservation at Capitol Grill, man. He waiting to run around the corner so we can...
man. That's what's up, man. What's up, man? So, listen, that's the data, right?
It is.
Right? So you ain't got no reason to be worried. I know you had it, man. You probably afraid of it and that kind of thing. And I can appreciate that. Come on, homecoming, man. Get it in, baby.
All right. Get it in.
Let's get it in, man. That's what we do, right? Yep. That's D'Angelo Starnes, man. He ain't got a website, but he can give you the phone number again.
You can call him. He'll be there.
Well, yeah, and I'll update you when all is in correct order. The phone number is 720-621-7070. That's either a phone call or text, and then we'll set it up from there.
That's attorney D'Angelo Starnes, my man, Howard's own D'Angelo Starnes. They'll participate in the Fat Booty Contest. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. Be well, man.
It's great to talk to you, D.
Thank you so much, man.
All right, man.
Nice meeting you, brother.
You too.
All right, man.
All right, man. Be safe.
All right, y'all. That's all the time we have. I want to thank you for yours. The family meeting is here every Sunday at 4 o'clock. I'm your boy E. Peace.
You can be my big daddy. Give me time, I spend quality time.